Hey guys, I just wanted to give you an update on what I'm working on. Thought I'd answer a couple of questions on measurements. So what I've done is I've got the 120 volt bulb hooked up. Sorry it's late, might be a little tired, but wanted to get this done. So anyways, got the bulb hooked up. You can see it glowing. I have it hooked up to the battery charger. I will hook it up to a battery. I've got a couple of batteries here ready to go. But for now I've got it up to the battery charger, and right now it's pulling 0.01. Well, it's flicking to 0.02, but it's basically 0.01 of an amp. And that is coming out of the battery charger. But what you need to keep in mind is that it actually takes 0.02 to run the PWM without any load. So, that's interesting. Basically, it's a little bit less than what it should, but let's just assume that, let's say it's 0.01 to run the PWM itself, to light the LED and to do all the switching that it's supposed to do. I did make a small change, so outside of the, from the PWM, I go into, where is it here? The one resonant rod. Coming out of the resonant rod, I go into a bridge rectifier. That bridge rectifier goes into a second resonant rod. That resonant rod comes out into a bridge rectifier. That bridge rectifier now goes into a third resonant rod. It's a thicker one though, so it's not resonating the same as the other two, but I just wanted to see what would happen. So I think that's what's drawing the extra 0.01, frankly. I need to get a triplicate of the other two that I have going, but for now that's what I have. I just want to see what the effect would be. So we're drawing 0.01. We're lighting the 120 watt bulb, and here's the measurement. Across the bulb we have about 116, 117 volts. That's across the bulb. That's with a load. Without the load it's dramatically different, so I'm going to show you guys that just quickly, because I said I would do this and I want to share my results. So that's across the load. So across the load with 1 milliamp or less, I would say, coming in, it's about 116, 117. Now watch what happens when I take the load off. I'm kind of reluctant to do this because I've got zapped a few times and it kind of sparks across, but I'll do it right now. So here we go. No load. We are at now 235 volts, and we are still at 0.01 amps. Really it's probably 0.0, but we'll say 0.01 just so that it is what it is. Right, so that's it. That's what it's reading without a load. And with the load on, I'll put the load back on. And the load is back on, and we're about 116. Now I have difficulty measuring the amps on the output because for me anyways, the frequency is so high that the meters I have can't really read it. But I've noticed kind of like a Don Smith effect, where if I hook it up to the HHO cell, I can read the amps and they are significantly higher than what's being inputted. I don't have that hooked up right now, but for this, I can show that later, but for now, for across the cell, sorry, across the light, I'm going to show you what the amp reading is. So again, we're at 0.01, right? I'll go slowly. I know it's a mess, but whatever. It's a mess in one area. I can